Good morning, guys. It's Grampy here again. It's been a while since I did a little dad talk or Grampy talk, whatever you want to call it. But I was just reflecting on a couple things this morning, and I thought it might be worth sharing. First of all, I just wanted to let you guys all know how much I love you and I miss you. I'm on my way to Kentucky, or I'm actually in Kentucky again, on my way down to Corbin. Which has been a fairly common thing lately. So I miss being with you guys, these evenings when I'm gone. But I was just thinking about, this, this passage came to mind from Isaiah chapter 6, when Isaiah, some think it was when he received his call. I'm not sure. It seems like it was definitely a call. Whether it was the beginning of his ministry, I'm not sure. But at some point, a critical time in his ministry, in his life, he received this vision and this call from God. So I'm just going to read it. It says, "It was in the year that King Uzziah died that I saw the Lord. He was sitting on a lofty throne, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Attending him were mighty seraphim, each having 6 wings. With 2 wings they covered their faces, with 2 they covered their feet, and with 2 they flew. They were calling out to each other, 'Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of heaven's armies. The whole earth is filled with his glory.' Their voices shook the temple to its foundations, and the entire building was filled with smoke. Then I said, 'It's all over. I am doomed, for I am a sinful man. I have filthy lips, and I live among a people with filthy lips. Yet I have seen the Lord, the King of heaven's armies.' Then one of the seraphim flew to me with a burning coal he had taken from the altar with a pair of tongs. He touched my lips with it and said, 'See, this coal has touched your lips. Now your guilt is removed and your sins are forgiven.' Then I heard the Lord asking, 'Whom should I send as a messenger to this people? Who will go for us?' I said, 'Here am I. Send me.'" And so God does give us commission. He says, yes, go and say to these people the message that I'm giving you for them. But I just was drawing some parallels or some applications from this for us. And, as I look out among you guys, I see so many gifted and talented and beautiful and amazing people. And every week, I'm amazed at how God is using you and I've been watching it for years, right? One of the features that I've noticed about all you guys, which, you recognize, is you are your own worst critics. And, after what I think of as like an amazing performance or something where you're singing, like you're all picking apart your performances and talking about all the things you did wrong and everything like that. And I totally, I can totally relate with that. Because I feel the same way so often after, whether it's, whatever, an interaction with an individual, whether it's something public or whatever, you think, why did I say that? Oh, I blew that. And, in the end, it's a lot like Isaiah, right? I mean, God, he saw the goodness of God. He saw the glory of God revealed. And he looked at himself in the light of that, right? And he saw his faults, his failures, his inadequacy for a task to serve God or whatever. And, and when he heard, God saying, he needed someone to go, who's available, who's to send. And, I think about that. I'd love to see, like, man, I would love if, if another Billy Graham would come up. I'd love it if another, D.L. Moody or, Fanny Crosby, or think of all the greats of Christian history, Amy Carmichael's, Hudson Taylor's, on and on and on, right? T.S. Smith, right? What? Oh man, and we look around and we're like, well, it's just me, and I see these opportunities. I see this call, this invitation to serve. And I'm like, I'm really not the best for this, but okay, I guess if no one else will go, I'll go, and I think that's that's kind of the heart that God is looking for. If we're just willing to love sincerely and serve humbly where we are, among who we are. It doesn't have to be. I mean, and it probably won't be. Maybe never ever will be, the millions of people that Billy Graham ministered to, or the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that Michael W. Smith has led in worship and ministered to. But you know what? If it's the one or the two or the five in front of us right now, that we have the opportunity to go and tell of who we've seen, who we know, and what we've experienced of the goodness of God, and let the love of God move in us to at least share with who we can, who's in our little sphere of influence. That's the best we can do. And in the reality is God may look at, we may look at ourselves and, we're just like, well, we wouldn't be first pick, right? But there's nobody else, so I guess we'll go. And what happens is something flips, and we go from being, well, like, I guess just the leftovers of the fact that no one else would go, to becoming God's very specific chosen instrument, specifically crafted and commissioned for this particular moment, for this particular relationship, for this particular ministry and service. And it's a beautiful thing, and he gets the glory. We still haven't, we're still not Billy Graham. We're still not, fill in the blanks, right? But we are God's chosen ones, and we're still keenly aware of our failures and our faults. And despite all that, and maybe because of all that, God can still use us, because he's just looking for a humble, available vessel to minister his grace and his love through to someone else. And it's just a wonderful thing when we get to see God move through us, despite us, and in our midst. And I just hope that's an encouragement to you guys today. I see you guys. I love you guys. I bless you guys. Thank you for the way in which you serve behind the scenes, without glamour, without recognition, when nobody's looking. It all counts, because we are in that moment the very hands and feet of Jesus that wouldn't otherwise be there. And so anyways, I see you guys. I bless you guys. Have a great day, and happy birthday week to all of our birthdays. This is the premier birthday week of the year in our Smithy clan. So while I'm at it, happy birthday Melody from a few days ago, happy birthday Noah from yesterday, and happy birthday Jill in the next day or two coming up. All right, I love you guys. Have a good day.